Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stealing a Moment with Mr. Crook. Our quote of the day: lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24 hours a day. What I've heard from others: I've heard a lot of students are struggling with getting their schoolwork done during this difficult, stressful, hard time that we're all going through. I've heard things like it's too much work, I don't have enough time, I just don't get it. Things and my family keep distracting me. And I wanted to come up with a way to kind of help students get through this time, getting their schoolwork done and getting through some things that they need to do. So 5 things to help: plan, workspace, boundaries, breaks, and communication. Time for stealing a moment with Mr. Crook. Time management. First of all, we got to start with planning. And part 1 of this activity is to look at how you have been spending your time. Create a blank schedule. It can look like this one on the screen, just some lines on a piece of paper, and fill in what you've been doing hourly on a typical day. Not Sunday when you're just having family time and resting and playing, but a typical Monday through Friday. How are you spending your time? After you've written that out, evaluate your time. How does it look? What have you been spending a lot of time on? How much time have you actually spent on schoolwork? How much time do you spend on screens and video games and playing and doing other activities? And evaluate that time and see how much actual time you've spent on schoolwork, how much actual time you've spent doing other things. Time management comes down to have-tos and want-tos and putting those things together. In our lives, we all have things that we have to do. Some of those things are have to do, some of those things are want to do, but they all take time. The have-tos that I'm speaking of: family responsibilities, homework, sleep, eating, and of course, showering and getting ready in the morning. The want-tos are the activities, the fun things you want to do, just some chill time. Technology has really helped time management if it's available. But if you don't have technology available to you, it's no big deal. All of this can be done with paper, pencil, and an alarm clock. To start with, hopefully all of you are using Google Calendar that have access to it. Through our netbooks at school, through your phones, you can put all of your assignments in Google Calendar. I jumped ahead to July because my week this week is just crazy full of stuff that you don't need to see. But if I just take a sample day in July and kind of fill in what I would actually like to do, Google Calendar, you can put in by the hour, you can put things in by every 30 minutes, you can put it in every 15 minutes if you want, and you'll be able to nicely see it on a screen in front of you. What's handy with this is it'll also send you out an alarm, kind of a little alert on your email of what is up and come during your day. So if you did this every day of the week and kind of set your time of, hey, I'm going to get up at this certain time, I'm going to check my emails for the homework that's been assigned, I'm going to start English at 10, complete my art assignment from 11 to 12, I'm going to have lunch, I'm going to take a break, go for a walk, I'm going to do my math from 2 to 3, and then you know what? Afternoons, video game, free time, whatever you want to do. If you set your day up like this with either a half hour or hour long segments, it would really help you keep focused in what you need to do with your assignments and your schoolwork. Another great technology component that Google has for you is called Google Task. It is a task list of things that you can do. Look for this icon up in the upper right under by the dots. You can click on a dot and you'll see that icon called Google Task, and you can create a list of things that you got to do, check them off, assign them, put them on the due dates whenever you need to do. Number 2, create a workspace. During this time when families are at home and you're stuck at home, it's very important to set up an actual workspace for you to do your homework. As you can see in the picture on the left, my son likes it quiet and wants to be where nobody else is, so he is working in the basement closet. As messy as it is, he set up a table, has his netbook, he's doing his schoolwork. Me, if you've been in my office, I like to have a standing desk, and I'm always standing up at my desk. I don't have that at home, so I took the dining room table, put a chair on top of the dining room table, set my netbook up on top with my coffee cup, and I am good to stand and do my work all day at the dining room table. However you like to work, create a workspace for you where you can get your stuff done. 3, set boundaries. Let others know when your homework time is. After you set up your calendar, let's say you're going to work on English from 10 to 11, let your family know, hey, from 10 to 11, I'm really focusing on my schoolwork. Let them know. Also, silence your phone so you don't get distracted by other things coming in. 4, please add in breaks. You need to do things like exercise, maybe some chores, maybe it's just a break for reading or some art. Set in some breaks where you can just kind of relax for a little bit. Just like you do during your normal school day, there's breaks for you to pass through the hallway, to say hi to friends, to take breaks to do different things. But make sure you get back to your schoolwork to actually get it done and complete it. 5, communicate with others. If you're struggling on an assignment, phone a friend, email a classmate, email your teachers, YouTube and Google questions for help and things that you're stuck on. I think that some students are kind of giving up quickly on this assignment rather than actually working at it like you would in the classroom. When you're in the classroom, you can ask friends, you can research other ways of finding the answers. You can still do that when you're at home, you just have to reach out to others. Maybe this is an assignment that you understand really well and you want to reach out to others to see if you can help them. So talk to each other. If you haven't talked to a classmate that you normally do in a little bit of time, email them and say, how are you doing on your schoolwork? How are things going? Can I help you out with anything? And reach out to others that you haven't talked to in a little bit to see how they're doing with their school. Most importantly, it is okay if you are struggling with your schoolwork. It is okay if you're overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, scared, worried, and a lot of other feelings. This is a crazy time that we're all getting through. It's okay if you're struggling with this stuff, but reach out and let somebody know. Let your parents know that, hey, I'm really struggling with this. Can you just help me out? Let your teachers know, hey, I'm struggling with this assignment. They would love to talk with you in email. Let your counselors know, hey, I'm struggling with these assignments. I'm struggling with this. Just let us know. Reach out and communicate with others. If you need some other resources, on my website at hpsvikings.org, you can find links of other things that you can do to reach out to other organizations for help. So I hope these 5 tips, you can find a few things to help you through this schoolwork and getting it done. If we look at our Meaningful May calendar, a lot of you might be getting this on the 12th. Be grateful for the little things, even in difficult times. As we're getting through this, look for the things around you that you're thankful for. The sunshine, the flowers that are coming up, the roof over your head, the wonderful meal that you had. Be thankful, be grateful for the little things. Lastly, go forth and do great things. We'll talk to you soon.